The following is an interview I recently had with Arizona Cardinals wide receiver Andy Isabella. He answered questions about himself, the Cardinals, and the 2020 season in general. We'd like to say thank you to Andy Isabella for sitting down and giving us some time on this podcast. Hope you enjoy.
You hear me?
Yes, thank you so much for joining this.
Yeah, no problem, man.
How are you doing?
I'm good. I got about 10, 15 minutes for you.
All right, thank you so much. It means a lot to me as a Cardinals fan, fantasy football account. So I just want to ask a few questions. So how are you doing with the quarantine, first off?
Oh, it's crazy, but I've been still able to do all my workouts and stuff. Got a couple quarterbacks up here in Ohio throwing to me, so I've been able to keep up to speed with everything. So I'm ready to go when this thing ends.
So you've still been able to work out full. Is it harder to motivate yourself, or is it just the same old grind as always?
It's the same old grind like always. It's a never ending process. So you always just gotta keep grinding, even though no matter what circumstance or anything.
All right. Now, we know the NFL draft is going on. It was going on last night as well. And we all know the coronavirus, it made the draft, it had to be online, almost like this. Have there been any other NFL operations that have been affected by this that aren't as necessarily publicized as the draft?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, all our stuff that I'm actually supposed to be in Arizona right now, starting our off-season work right now, and but we're all back home, so we're doing all our meetings virtual. So we start all our virtual meetings, and I think all the rest of the NFL is too, besides the Saints. We're all starting on Monday, so definitely going to affect a lot of players.
Wow, that's crazy. Now, as I mentioned a second ago, the draft is going on, and a lot of NFL fans, they always wonder what it's like hearing your name be called. Can you describe what it felt like when you heard those words with the 62nd pick, the Cardinals select Andy Isabella?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's just a surreal moment, something that you dream of growing up your whole life, and just to have it happen was awesome. And I mean, I've been watching the draft all day. One of my buddies just got drafted. My first roommate ever at UMass, he transferred to Auburn. He just got drafted by the Eagles, and it's a surreal moment. I mean, it's an awesome moment. So it's kind of cool hearing his name and even when I was a part of it, it was awesome. It was just unreal.
That's awesome. Now, you probably I'm sure you always wanted to be in the NFL, but when did you realize that was not just a dream, but actually going to be a reality?
I always thought it was going to be a reality. I mean, I always kept focused. But probably I always was like, I'll get a chance somewhere. Maybe it's later in the rounds or maybe as a free agent, and I'll get that chance. But towards my senior year, probably middle way through my senior year, I was like, wow, this could be a reality where I actually get drafted. And then it all came to reality a couple months later.
Sounds amazing. Now, I want to get another one. Last year, I think it was week 9, you caught your first touchdown pass against the 49ers. When you caught the ball on the sideline, you made the man miss and started going to the end zone. What was going through your head when you realized that not only you're in the NFL, but you're about to score that first touchdown?
That was awesome. It was something I waited for a long time, that you just get a ball thrown to me. But it was awesome. I mean, I worked so hard for that opportunity, and I mean, when you get your opportunity in the NFL, I mean, you really got to make the most of it because you don't know really when you're going to get that next shot. And even for me, even after that catch, I didn't really get much opportunities, but so it was awesome feeling, and it really made the season kind of like, hey, I had a good starting point, and I got something to work with here in the future.
Got your name out there. Yeah. Now, when you go back and watch that play, obviously the crowd, they go wild. A big part of not only football, but sports in general is the atmosphere. It's been proposed that the NFL season may happen, but without fans. How do you feel about that, playing for an empty stadium?
I think that would be terrible. I mean, I don't think anyone really would really want to do that. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I mean, obviously, it would be everyone still wants to play. I mean, we'll get back out there, but it'll definitely be different. So I mean, I'm hoping this thing ends as soon as possible, so we get everyone back in that stadium and get it rocking for this year. I think it's going to be an awesome year for us.
Definitely. Now, do you think it would actually affect the performance of many players?
Well, I don't know if it would. I think some guy. I don't know. It might be taken almost less serious. I mean, or I don't know if it would be. I don't know if it would affect. I think it would affect the performance. To be honest, I mean, I think it would be kind of weird having. It's hard to get in that mental state, and those fans get you in that state to play sometimes. So I think it would definitely affect performances for sure.
Wow. Now, this is almost the last question we got, and then we'll let you go. But if Wikipedia is right, you were born in 1996,
Yep.
correct? And Larry Fitzgerald, he played his rookie season in 2004 when you would have been about 8 years old. Now you are teammates with Larry Fitzgerald. What is it like playing with someone that you not only as a future Hall of Famer, but you actually grew up watching?
It's funny. I mean, when you get there and when you get to play with him, it's like he's just another one of the guys. It's not like he's this big all-star, but it's awesome playing with him. He knows so much and he brings so much knowledge. He's always trying to help me out and correct me, and he's so fun to play with. And who knows? I think he's going to play it for another couple more years here. So
Really?
uh, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Wow, that sounds awesome. Now, Larry Fitzgerald, obviously, but what were some other players that you looked up to when you were younger and kind of wanted to be like almost?
I love watching Brandon Cooks, even though he's still playing. He's still my age. Steve Smith, and just like those little guys like Andrew Hawkins. I even had the chance to meet Andrew Hawkins. It was awesome. But those just little guys like that no one really people overlooked, and they were given shots and they did something with it.
Awesome. Now, I got to ask you one more question before I let you go. Do you play fantasy football, or is that just pretty irrelevant to you guys?
No, I didn't play this last year. But I did have a team this year with one of my friends was running it for me though, so I didn't run it. So I was like kind of like a co-owner, and we did pretty well. We lost in the playoffs, but we drafted too many guys that were like kind of at the end of the like kind of that I don't know, they were playing, but they didn't like they're like older guys, but they're like big name guys, but like they're out of their prime a little. So we got to restick for next year.
Now, you said you do play. So where are you going to take yourself this year? Is it first overall in fantasy?
I'm the co-manager, so I don't get the big pick. But we didn't even get to draft me last year. One of my other buddies drafted me in like the 4th round, and my guy that co-runs it with me, he said he's going to draft me in like the 8th round. I was like, come on, man, we gotta draft me lower. So I gave my buddy inside information when I was playing versus the 49ers, so I helped him out. Get some fantasy a week.
That sounds wild, playing NFL and fantasy. Well, I'll let you go, as you said, and thank you so much for giving us some of your time. It means a lot to me, the fantasy community, when an NFL player kind of recognizes and sits down and talks. So thank you so much for this, and I'm looking forward to watching you guys in September.
Absolutely, yeah. Thanks, man. Take it easy.
All right.
All right, see you, man. Thanks.